See its upload speed go up, and then it can start.
Cool.
Come on. Come on. Load.
There we go.
99. Is yours at 99?
Mine's at 99. Now 48, now 99 again.
There we go. There we go. Okay, perfect.
Cool.
All right, three, two, one. All right, so today I'm here with Ben. I'm Carter. Our project is discussing how part of my take has taken over sports media, sports culture, and even pop culture, as some to say, as a whole. We're going to be analyzing it through the method of media ecology. The definition of media ecology is the study of media environments, the idea that technology and techniques, modes of information, and codes of communication play a leading role in human affairs. So we're going to be analyzing it based off that definition and from other definitions from other scholars and throughout history and all that. So analyzing part of my take, how much would you say part of my take has affected sports media and culture as a whole, Ben?
I would say it's affected it a lot. Basically, because not only is Part of My Take one of the most popular sports podcasts or forms of media out there, but it also does it in its own way. It's not focused on being politically correct. It's not focused on doing things the corporate buttoned up way. It's trying to appeal to a younger audience, to young males, basically from I'd say 18 to 30, maybe 16 to 30, somewhere in that range. So part of my take is focused on being different from the norm, and for that reason, it's definitely differed how sports media works now, I would say.
What would you say separates it from all these other millions of podcasts and other shows? I think you kind of hit it on the nail that,
Yeah, yeah.
okay, yeah, they're, they don't care about being politically correct. They're a little edgy, sort of say. What would you say is what separates them?
I would say they come across as authentic. Sort of along the same lines that we were talking about earlier. You can tell watching or consuming sports media or media in general from different outlets that they're very buttoned up. There's very much a formula for how they do things. And part of my take, they throw those formulas or throw those like rules or codes that they abide by just out the window. They're authentic, they're themselves. You feel like you know that person, whereas you watch other media like ESPN and you feel like you're getting the TV version of that person, but you're not getting that real person. Whereas, pardon my take, the main characters on there, you feel like you know them personally and you feel like the way they're acting and behaving is the way that they actually are.
So, do you want to go ahead and read that media ecology definition from Neil Postman?
Yeah, absolutely. And it says here that media ecology looks into the matter of how media of communication affects human perception, understanding, feeling, and value, and how our interaction with media facilitates or impedes our chances of survival. Yeah, that's from Neil Postman from the 1985 reading, Amusing Ourselves to Death.
So let's dive in based off this. How has part of my take's rise and influence affected human perception of sports and culture?
I would really say that the perception is different because it's it's one of those things that sports is, as I said earlier, I feel like I'm sort of beating a drum here, but uh, that all sports media comes across as very much like the same. It's like copy and paste. Whereas part of my take is doing the best that they can to make it more authentic, and not only that, but fun. They use a lot of humor along with just being like sports media. They incorporate. It's really a comedic podcast or a comedic show. They're more or less sort of like stand-up comedians who talk about sports, and that's what makes it different from really other media outlets.
I would say the same thing, and I just think it's just by doing that, it's created this cult following that is
Yeah.
huge now. And the last thing we'll discuss here is author Marshall McLuhan discusses the medium is the message about media ecology. So, how do you think part of my takes medium, so their distribution of their social media, their podcast form, YouTube, all that kind of stuff, how is that attributed to their success? Because you see, if you're on Twitter, you're on TikTok, you see their clips constantly. It's this different medium instead of the traditional cable news or ESPN sort of thing.
Well, I think that the way that they distribute it is to the audience that they're trying to reach. For maybe our parents who are, 50, 60 years old, they're more likely to be viewing their media from cable television, just from the internet, like searching on Google Chrome or Internet Explorer, whereas they know that their 18 or 16 to 30 or 35 range that they're trying to appeal to is going to
Hmm.
be on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, on would rather watch it on YouTube, rather than trying to appeal to millennials or Gen Zs through the form of cable television or just traditional internet.
Yep, I 100% agree, and that's it. There we go.
Perfect.
Nice. Nice.